The 10 most powerful Akuma no Mi in One Piece. For those who think One Piece is a weak and unimportant universe, you're very mistaken. Within it, we have characters with the power to destroy the world and who could even defeat many Dragon Ball characters, you know? Don't believe it? Come with me. Hello nerds, how are you? It's a fact that when we talk about exotic powers, One Piece is one of the standout universes. There are many different kinds of powers there, thanks to the Akuma no Mi, which are cursed fruits that grant a person a power when eaten at the cost of their ability to swim. So you eat the fruit, you get an incredible power, but you can't take a dip in the pool anymore. But I'm sure that to be one of the strongest people in the world, you'd want to eat one of the fruits I'm going to mention here. The fruits I'm talking about, my friends, are the most powerful in the One Piece universe, so drop your like. 10 Hobby no Mi. This fruit certainly has no destructive potential, but it's definitely one of the most powerful Akuma no Mi in One Piece's history. It's a Paramecias eaten by sugar, and its power basically consists of turning every person she touches into a toy. So you might say, oh, what a silly power. But besides the fact that the person basically becomes a walking Barbie with no strength to do anything to you, everyone in the world will forget their existence. For example, I touch my dad, turn him into a Lego dinosaur, and then all of you will forget who he was. He'll be erased from everyone's memory, and I'll take control of the channel. On top of that, the person who eats this fruit gains eternal youth, so you basically stay frozen at the age you were when you ate the fruit. It might not be destructive or anything, but it's definitely a lot of cheating with this power. 9. Pika no Mi. Stop thinking nonsense. This is a Logia fruit eaten by Kizaru. It's the light fruit, so the guy can transform into, create and manipulate light. With it, he can shoot beams that move at the speed of light and supposedly even make attacks at light speed. Well, Kizaru doesn't have real light speed feats, but he was fast enough to look at Luffy in Gear Second and say he was too slow. And it's also a pretty destructive fruit, since Kizaru's beams caused huge explosions right after piercing targets. 8. Magu no Mi. This is considered the fruit with the greatest offensive power of them all. I don't know if I agree, but that's what they say in the story. It's a Logia fruit that allows the user to control, transform into, and create magma. So basically, there's no defense against this thing. And if you go to punch him in the stomach, you'll just lose your hand. The guy can manipulate seas of lava to the point of being able to make a hole in anyone and turn half of an island into pure lava. 7. Soru no Mi. This is another fruit that doesn't have destructive power but is extremely powerful. It's a Paramecias that Big Mom ate, and she gained the power to steal and manipulate people's souls. That's pretty absurd. She can take away days, months, or even years of your life, or even steal your entire soul. In addition, she can take those souls and put them into objects, giving them life. 6. Ope no Mi. This is an Operation Paramecias fruit eaten by Law. Law created an area he calls Room, and inside that room he can practically do anything. Cut anyone without causing damage, attach their head to a barrel, teleport, swap bodies with someone else, move things with telekinesis. Inside this operating room, the guy who ate the fruit becomes a god. He can change the position of anything in space and can even perform attacks that nullify the powers of Akuma no Mi. Way too powerful. The world government wanted to pay 5 billion for this fruit, and I think that's cheap. 5 Yami no Mi. This is a Logia, but it's a kind of broken Logia, because it doesn't seem like one, but it allows you to control the power of darkness. So Blackbeard can create black holes that absorb absolutely anything. Light, gravity. Everything can be sucked into the darkness of this fruit. Blackbeard managed to swallow an entire city with this trick. In addition, this Akuma no Mi has the power to completely cancel the power of any other Akuma no Mi when the user touches the opponent. So it's way too busted, literally, because Blackbeard stole this fruit. 4. Goro no Mi. I think the people who said the magma fruit is the most offensive never went to Skypiea and never saw Enel's power. This fruit is a Logia that allows Enel to do anything with electricity, and his power is absurd. Enel could produce over 200 million volts using this broken power and cause ridiculous destruction. He wreaked havoc in Skypiea. Without a doubt, With the potential NL showed there on the Sky Island, this fruit could easily wipe an island off the map. 3. Uo no Mi, it's a Zoan eaten by Kaido. This fruit allows you to turn into a huge, resistant dragon. Tickling a dragon like this would require the strongest guys in anime because it's impossible. The scales of this transformation are very tough. This dragon can fly, in quotes, and has the strength to carry an entire island on its back, and it can also spit fire, which Kaido calls Boro breath. 2. Hito no Mi model Nika. This is very powerful, and it's the fruit of our protagonist, Luffy. Yes, before everyone thought it was the Gomu no Mi, a Paramecias fruit that turned Luffy into a rubber man. But actually, it's a mythical Zoan that transformed Luffy into the sun god Nika. Crazy. The special trait of Nika's body is the rubber body, which makes him invulnerable to most blows and also allows him to stretch. But that's not all. Upon awakening this fruit, it becomes the most ridiculous power of them all. He gains almost cartoon-level strength. He can turn everything around him into rubber like the ground, pulling it as if it were a carpet in a cartoon. Luffy basically gains infinite freedom using this power and practically turns everything around him into a cartoon. 1. Gura no Mi. No mistake here. This is the earthquake fruit, and in Blackbeard's hands it has the potential to destroy the world. It's considered the strongest fruit, and I have no doubt it is, since you can use earthquakes on land, in water, and even in the air. Blackbeard cracks the air and creates vibrations that destroy everything in their path. Blackbeard almost casually destroyed the marine fortress in a single attack. Now tell me, which of these fruits would you eat?